A dead tree in a forest can support more life than it did when it was alive. Sounds impossible, right? A living tree feeds birds and bugs, but a dead one, it becomes an entire apartment complex for thousands of species. Today we're breaking down why forests actually need their dead trees and what happens when we clean them all away. Let's start with what scientists call a snag. That's just a fancy word for a standing dead tree. It hasn't fallen yet. It's just there, bare, bark peeling. Looks useless. But watch closely, and that snag is basically a five-star hotel. Woodpeckers drill holes into it to nest. Once they leave, owls move in, then squirrels, then bats. One dead tree can house dozens of different species over just a few years, each one taking turns using the same holes. Here's the twist. None of those animals could build those homes themselves. Owls can't drill wood. Bats can't carve holes. They rely entirely on woodpeckers doing the work first. Remove the dead trees and you don't just lose one species, you lose the whole chain of tenants that follow. Now let's go under the surface, literally. When a tree finally falls, it doesn't disappear. It becomes what ecologists call a nurse log, and this is where things get strange. Fungi and insects start breaking the wood down, turning solid trunk into soft, spongy material packed with nutrients. That fallen log becomes the perfect nursery for new trees. Seeds land on it, take root, and grow, sometimes in a perfectly straight line because they all sprouted along the same fallen trunk decades earlier. Walk through an old-growth forest and you'll sometimes see trees standing in a row with a strange gap underneath their roots, like they're on tiptoe. That's not weird tree behavior. That's a ghost. The outline of a nurse log that rotted away completely, leaving its children standing exactly where it once lay. Dead wood isn't just about shelter, though. It's also one of the best carbon storage systems on Earth. A living tree pulls carbon out of the air, but when it dies, that carbon doesn't just vanish. It stays locked inside the decaying wood for decades, sometimes centuries, slowly releasing back into the soil instead of the atmosphere all at once. That means dead trees are quietly fighting climate change long after they've stopped growing. And here's a number that surprises most people. In a healthy forest, up to 20% of the total wood can be dead. Not damaged, not diseased, dead and thriving with life. Forests that get cleaned up, where fallen logs and standing snags are removed for looking messy or unsafe, can lose dozens of species almost overnight. No homes, no nurseries, no slow-release carbon storage, just gone. So next time you see a rotting log or a bare, broken tree standing alone in a forest, don't think of it as dead. Think of it as one of the busiest, most important buildings in the entire ecosystem. Forests don't just need living trees to survive, they need the dead ones too. If this changed the way you'll look at forests forever, hit subscribe, because nature has a lot more hidden secrets like this one waiting to be uncovered.